What's up, everyone? It's Tech Trooper 64, and today we're going to be talking about a more of a opinion piece, sorta, not really. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is one of my favorite franchises of all time. Now, before we talk about this, I just want to say this is before we've even seen gameplay footage, and probably should say I'm talking about Star Wars Battlefront. This has been a series that I've loved dearly to my heart. It's a game I grew up with. I have nostalgia about. It was my first online game to play. Anyway, so I love Star Wars Battlefront a lot. Now, the new Battlefront, made by EA and DICE Studios, I'm excited about, but at the same time, I'm concerned. But here's the deal, and I want your guys' opinion on this. But there's also another Star Wars game that's slated to come out this year that we know of right now. And that's Disney Infinity 3.0. Now, I know majority of you are probably going like, I'm not a big Disney Infinity guy, but I love Star Wars. Well, if you love Star Wars, you're going to love Disney Infinity 3.0. Because what it is, essentially, it's a little bit like Minecraft in the way of, like, you have this whole huge open world that you can do whatever the heck you want in it. And you can play with Star Wars characters along with Disney characters. And, if you go and buy the story cubes of Star Wars or whatever, you can play in the Star Wars stories, which is cool, right? So, this is where I say to you guys, the new Battlefront is confirmed to have no space battles, have no prequels, like no prequel stories, and having essentially no story at all to it. It's just going to be online battling. Now, Disney Infinity 3.0 is going to have space battles. It's going to include the prequel trilogy, the original trilogy 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, the 7th movie, and the Clone Wars. So it's going to be including all of that. Along with that, you're going to have the toy box mode, which is the open world mode I told you guys about. And they're also going to have a story mode if you get the cube. But then again, the starter pack comes with episodes 1, 2, and 3 story inside already. So here's where I drop the question. Do you guys think that Disney Infinity 3.0 has the possibility to outsell Star Wars Battlefront made by DICE and EA? I know that's a long shot. I know it's something that doesn't look probable or possible because you got all the Star Wars Battlefront fans, because I'm one of them, and I know how those guys feel. They're all bummed and down and sad that we're not going to get a story, we're not going to play the prequels, we're not going to get space battles, we're not going to get a lot of stuff that we loved from the original Battlefront games, and I know that hurts. So that might draw people away from sales of Star Wars Battlefront, and that might convince those Battlefront fans to go to Disney Infinity 3.0 because you'll get the space battles, you'll get the story, you'll get the prequel trilogy. Now, it all matters on how Disney Infinity 3.0 takes it, like if the controls are great, but that's my argument. And again, I know it's a long shot, and I know that Disney Infinity has like cartoonish graphics compared to Star Wars Battlefront, the new one that's going to have realistic graphics. But EA wants it to sell 10 million. I think it's going to sell 5 million or 3 million because there's going to be a group of people who are from Battlefield and are going to go like, I've never played Battlefront, but this game is made by the same people who made Battlefield. So I'm going to go buy this game. So you got the 3 million there. And then the rest of the 7 million are true fans of Star Wars Battlefront and are actually debating with themselves, should we buy Star Wars Battlefront because it's not going to include what we want. Anyway, folks, you tell me in the comments down below what you think. Also, if you guys are curious and thinking, why am I doing this video? Is there gameplay footage of Disney Infinity 3.0? Actually, there is. In the link below, there's going to be a link to Nintendo Everything, which they're going to show you an interview from Game Informer with the developers of Disney Infinity 3.0, and it does show off some tidbits of gameplay, like about 5 minutes or 5 seconds, not 5 minutes, of gameplay of space battles. And I can tell you by just looking at the gameplay that it looks a lot like the space battles from the old Star Wars Battlefront games. You guys can judge that for yourselves. I personally think that Disney Infinity has the possibility to outsell it. Will it? I think we'll have to wait. Now, another thing is that E3 is just around the corner, which I'm going to be doing full coverage of if you guys are curious. So stay tuned for my channel to look for more E3 news. But I think instead of doing a final confirmation about what is going to happen with the sales, I think we should wait until we see actual footage from Disney Infinity 3.0 and actual footage from Star Wars Battlefront. Yes, we've seen some tidbits of Disney Infinity 3.0. Sorry, yeah, we've seen tidbits of that, and we haven't seen real gameplay footage from Star Wars Battlefront yet. We've only seen in-engine footage, which isn't gameplay footage. Anyway, you guys tell me in the comments down below what you think. Do you think Disney Infinity 3.0 is going to sell more, or do you think Star Wars Battlefront is going to sell more? Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and don't forget to answer the question. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.